I declare this ceremony open.
請各位就座 ，Please be seated。各位來賓，歡迎蒞臨香港理工大學第5屆勵學教授席暨第2屆勵學青年學者席就職典禮。Honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, and welcome to the 5th inauguration of Endowed Professorships cum the 2nd inauguration of Endowed Young Scholars。首先恭請本校校長滕錦光教授致辭。To begin, President of our university, Professor Jin Guangteng, will address the assembly.
Council Chairman, distinguished guests, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is a great pleasure to welcome you all to the 5th inauguration of Endowed Professorships and the 2nd inauguration of Endowed Young Scholars at the Hong Kong Polytechnic University. We gather here today to honor our distinguished scholars for their remarkable achievements and to pay tribute to our benefactors for their invaluable contributions. PolyU's Endowed Professorship Scheme is a long-running strategic initiative launched in 2012 to propel research excellence by attracting and retaining top scholars and engaging the community for support. Recognizing the importance of nurturing promising young scholars, PolyU also launched the Endowed Young Scholar Scheme in 2021. In collaboration with our donors, these schemes have provided our professors and scholars with the critical resources needed to push the boundaries of knowledge and technology, empowering them to embark on innovative projects with significant societal impact. I'm proud to observe how the schemes have developed by leaps and bounds over the years. To date, PolyU has established a total of 39 endowed professorships, 2 named professorships, and 10 endowed young scholar positions. The diversity of research topics has expanded as well, encompassing many new critical domains to address the evolving needs of society. The new endowed professorships and young scholar positions to be conferred today cover diverse research areas such as humanities and technology, nature-inspired engineering, rehabilitation sciences, health and longevity, mathematical sciences, and many more. This year also marks the 30th anniversary since PolyU assumed full university status in 1994. We are proud to have developed into an innovative world-class university that now ranks 57th in the world according to QS university rankings. Furthermore, PolyU has more than 200 scholars who are ranked among the world's top 2% most cited scientists in an index by Stanford University. Notably, many appointees of the 2 schemes are among these top scientists contributing to the betterment of society. PolyU's success and achievements over the years would not have been possible without the enthusiastic support of our friends and partners. Today, on behalf of PolyU, I would like to extend our sincerest gratitude to our generous donors and benefactors. I also offer my heartiest congratulations to the endowed professors and endowed young scholars for their well-deserved recognition. I'm confident that with the continuous support of our donors, scholars, and the wider community, we will reach even greater heights in advancing cutting-edge research for the benefit of Hong Kong, our nation, and the world. Let us look forward to an era filled with many more groundbreaking innovations and impactful applications. Thank you so much.
多謝滕校長 ，Thank you, President。勵學教授席及勵學青年學者席就職儀式現在開始。Inauguration of Endowed Professorships and Endowed Young Scholars will now begin. 冼維堅基金人文與科技教授席，冼維堅 Foundation Endowed Professorship in Humanities and Technology.
Language is the key to unlocking a culture's secrets and uniqueness. With the cutting-edge tools like computational modeling, ChatGPT, immersive technology, and data-intensive brain science, we can better understand the language learning brain and advance both the knowledge of humanities and intercultural communication at a global scale.
One of the many projects of Professor Li Ping, Dean of Faculty of Humanities, involves virtual reality. By exposing students to a new language with cyber-enabled technology, language learning can be more personalized, more interesting, and highly effective. When people learn a language, their experiences of hearing and reading a new language change their brain's function and structure. To better understand the neural and cognitive processes of language acquisition, Professor Li uses advanced medical imaging tools like MRI too. His interdisciplinary research in humanities is crucial, not just for the future of language acquisition, but also education.
Effective communication helps students grasp complex scientific concepts beyond understanding language. More importantly, it promotes empathy and understanding in an increasingly diverse world. That would help people become more open and receptive to other viewpoints, forging ahead an inclusive and mutually supportive global community. Thanks to the generous support from donors, I can further expand my research and unlock the mysteries of the human brain for working towards a more harmonious world.
"冼維堅基金人文與科技教授席由冼維堅基金捐贈。冼維堅 Foundation Endowed Professorship in Humanities and Technology is endowed by the 冼維堅 Foundation。本校行政及拓展副校長盧麗華博士將宣讀捐贈者讚詞。Dr. Miranda Liu, Executive Vice President, will deliver the donor citation。現在恭請冼維堅基金董事冼雅欣先生站立。May I now invite Mr. Benedict Sin, Governor of 冼維堅 Foundation, to rise.
The late Dr. Hsin Hui-kin was a pioneering business leader whose achievements have been well recognized across multiple sectors, including property development, hotel business, jewelry manufacturing, banking, and financial services. Dr. Hsin has been a fervent supporter of higher education in Hong Kong and the mainland, especially in preserving traditional Chinese culture and promoting Chinese literature and humanities. Hsin Hui-kin Foundation was founded to support students and organizations in need, and to drive academic progress in humanities among tertiary institutions. The foundation has established professorships at various local universities. Generous donation has been made by the foundation to PolyU to inaugurate the Hong Kong Polytechnic University Hsin Hui-kin Chinese Humanities Development Fund, with a mission to promote learning, academic exchange, and research related to Chinese culture, language, history, and philosophy. In the same vein, Hsin Hui-kin Foundation Endowed Professorship in Humanities and Technology was established to drive advanced research and education in humanities and technologies. Chairman and President, I have the honor to invite Mr. Benedict Sin, on behalf of the Sin Wai Kin Foundation, to receive a certificate of appreciation and present to you the appointee, Professor Li Ping, for appointment to this endowed professorship.
多謝冼先生，多謝李教授。Thank you, Mr. Sin and Professor Lee. 利民時裝綜合策略及領導教授席 Li Min Endowed Professorship in Integrated Strategies and Leadership in Fashion.
I have a long academic career with a diverse research background in design, technology, and business, focusing on integrating technology with the humanities. My interdisciplinary research addresses the intricate and dynamic transformations in the fashion ecosystem and creative industries.
Professor Aaron Cho is an esteemed scholar whose work at the intersection of design, technology, and management facilitates research efforts across various expertise areas. Her research also includes human-computer interactions, incorporating robots and digital interfaces, and ways to improve efficiencies of need identification and communication, and to enhance empathy and meaning building with users.
A thematic focus on my research is trust and sustainability, exploring how technology facilitates transparent, ethical, and sustainable fashion practices. I incorporate aspects of user behavior and adoption decisions for translating research into impactful and scalable market solutions.
Professor Cho also spearheads initiatives that bridge the gap between academia, the industry, and the consumer market, fostering collaborations that drive forward-thinking strategies and leadership.
In a rapidly evolving world, we must prioritize sustainable, inclusive, and human-centric education in seeking synergies and opportunities from changing environments to nurture future global leaders. Receiving an endowed professorship is a tremendous honor that acknowledges the value of my research and offers critical funding for my academic pursuit. I will leverage this recognition to foster collaborations with esteemed scholars and institutions, expanding the reach and impact of my research.
利民時裝綜合策略及領導教授席由理大科技及顧問有限公司捐贈。Li Min Endowed Professorship in Integrated Strategies and Leadership in Fashion is endowed by PolyU Technology and Consultancy Company Limited. 盧麗華博士將宣讀捐贈者讚詞。Dr. Miranda Liu will deliver the donor's citation.
Founded in 1996, PolyU Technology and Consultancy Company Limited, PTAC, is the strategic professional service arm and one of the knowledge transfer units of PolyU. Under PolyU's overriding principle of KT, PTAC applies research, innovations, and expertise of the university through licensing and its consultancy service for the advancement of industries and serving government institutions and non-profit making organizations. PTAC taps into the vast knowledge and expertise of more than 1,200 academic staff members from the 30 academic units across 6 faculties and 3 schools at PolyU to offer first-class professional consultancy services that facilitate higher productivity and technological advancement of enterprises. Li Min Endowed Professorship and Endowed Young Scholar positions were established with donations from PTAC. The Chinese character Li Min, Lei Man, literally to benefit the people, are taken from PolyU's motto, to learn and to apply for the benefit of mankind. The naming thus reflects the objective to benefit society through knowledge transfer. Chairman and President, I have the honor to present to you the appointee, Professor Erwin Chow, for appointment to this endowed professorship.
多謝趙教授 ，Thank you, Professor Cho。國士集團數學科學教授席 ，Quoc Group Endowed Professorship in Mathematical Science。
My research aims to establish solid mathematical theories for well-known physical phenomena. Uncovering the intrinsic mechanisms of equations fuels my research, and my ultimate goal is to solve more open problems within my research areas.
Professor Yang Tong, Chair Professor of Mathematical Science, introduced the Liu-Yang functional for solving L1 stability of BV solutions. His expertise extends to the fields of partial differential equations and kinetic theory. He focuses on the Boltzmann equation without angular cutoff and establishing solid mathematical theories for kinetic and related fluid models, enhancing our understanding of various scientific fields.
The well-postulated theory and high Reynolds number limits in conservation laws and boundary layer theories I study on have practical applications in fields like fluid dynamics and mathematical modeling. They provide solid mathematical theories for physical phenomena such as Thomé sheeting wave, Euler vortices, and boundary layer separation, contributing to practical applications, particularly in aerodynamics.
By tackling complex problems and developing mathematical theories, Professor Yang enriches the field of partial differential equations and sheds light on intriguing phenomena in physics.
I am honored and extremely grateful to receive the Endowed Professorship. This is an encouraging recognition of my research and provides funding to support my research activities, enabling me to make greater contributions to the field of mathematical science and the society as a whole.
國士集團數學科學教授席由國士集團捐贈。Quoc Group Endowed Professorship in Mathematical Science is endowed by the Quoc Group。本校理學院院長黃維揚教授將宣讀捐贈者讚詞。Professor Raymond Wong, Dean of Faculty of Science, will deliver the donor's citation。現在恭請嘉利建設有限公司高級顧問何述勤先生站立。May I now invite Mr. Stephen Ho, Senior Advisor of Carey Properties Limited, to rise.
The Quoc Group started more than 70 years ago in Malaysia and is today a multinational group with business and investments across numerous sectors, including properties, hospitality, agribusiness, logistics, digital infrastructure, and maritime. Since its inception, the Quoc Group, together with its various charitable foundations, has provided grants and donations for educational and medical causes, as well as for general charitable purposes. With its donation to the Hong Kong Polytechnic University, the Quoc Group hopes to offer more opportunities for students and help nurture the next generation. Chairman and President, I have the honor to invite Mr. Stephen Ho on behalf of the Quoc Group to receive a certificate of appreciation and present to you the appointee, Professor Yang Tong, for appointment to this endowed professorship.
多謝何先生，多謝楊教授。Thank you, Mr. Ho and Professor Yang。國士集團仿生工程教授席 ，Quoc Group Endowed Professorship in Nature-Inspired Engineering。
Nature provides us with new inspiration. Combining it with physical guided design, I target to unravel biologically evolved mechanisms to create surfaces that dynamically change their properties and translate them into innovative designs for applications to elevate the global water and energy crises.
Professor Wong Zhuangkai is Chair Professor of Nature-Inspired Engineering, with his research recognized by Guinness World Records. By understanding the shortest contact time between liquid and solid, he developed materials that enable water droplets to bounce directly, reducing contact time by 80%.
My innovation enabled a falling water droplet to light up even a 20-watt bulb instantly. The droplet-based electricity generator I developed can be integrated with solar panels, significantly improve the energy conversion efficiency and output power density by thousands of times. This concept opens up many applications such as efficient energy harvesting from humidity and even bubbles and vibration.
Professor Wang's research also demonstrated the potential of interface innovations to tap into the power of water for energy harvesting and efficient heat transfer. His team developed a novel structured thermal armor that can endow the rapid evaporation of liquid even over 1,150 degrees Celsius. The design dramatically promotes heat transfer and provides a paradigm shift in thermal cooling, especially in extreme conditions such as aircraft, nuclear power plant, chip cooling, and so on.
I'm honored to be appointed as an endowed professor, and I will continue to explore the wisdom of nature and translate into the development new functional materials that trick disruptive applications to address global energy and environment crises.
國次集團仿生工程教授席由國次集團捐贈。Koch Group Endowed Professorship in Nature-Inspired Engineering is endowed by the Koch Group. 本校工程學院院長文孝忠教授工程師將提請勵學教授席任命。Engineer Professor H.C. Mann, Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, will now present the appointee for the Endowed Professorship.
Chairman and President, I have the honor to invite Mr. Stephen Ho, on behalf of the Koch Group, to receive a certificate of appreciation and present to you the appointee, Professor Wang Juankai, for appointment to this endowed professorship.
Thank you, 何先生，多謝黃教授。Thank you, Mr. Ho and Professor Wang. 鍾士元爵士可再生能源教授席 Sir C. Yun Chung Endowed Professorship in Renewable Energy.
Renewable energy is crucial for sustainable development, and solar energy in particular is abundant and environmental friendly. But so far, the sun just provides 2% of the world's electricity. I believe solar cells will play a pivotal role in providing clean energy in the future.
Professor Li Geng, Chair Professor of Energy Conversion Technology and Associate Director of Research Institute for Smart Energy, is devoted in the research of renewable energy, especially printable photovoltaic technologies that make flexible and semi-transparent solar cells.
Novel printable photovoltaic cells are light, flexible, and versatile. In the future, we can incorporate solar cells on wall panels, windows, and even rollable blinds, not only as a sustainable energy source, but also cools off the house in the summer. Flexible solar cells will work in portable, rollable electronics too.
Professor Li believes the Endowed Professorship provides sustainable resources for research development. Besides improving efficiency and stability of the solar cells, he is also exploring the possibility of combining silicone panels with printable cells, and the Endowed Professorship will support his exploration of new ideas.
鍾士元爵士可再生能源教授席由鍾士元基金捐贈。Sir C. Yun Chung Endowed Professorship in Renewable Energy is endowed by the C. Yun Chung Fund. 文孝忠教授工程師將宣讀捐贈者讚詞。Engineer Professor H.C. Mann will deliver the donor citation.
The late Sir Si Yuen Chung was an outstanding professional engineer and a successful entrepreneur. He dedicated 4 decades of his life to Hong Kong's political, economic, educational, and social development, making tremendous contributions to society. Sir Si Yuen began his endeavor of public services in the 1950s. He was a legislative council member and then an executive council member. In 1990, he took charge of the formation of the Hospital Authority. He went on to assume different roles in preparation of the establishment of the Hong Kong SAR. Equally devoted to the development of higher education, Sir Si Yuen was actively involved in the establishment of the Hong Kong Polytechnic in 1972. Sir Si Yuen passed away in 2018. In his will, a part of his residuary estate was designated to PolyU for the establishment of the Si Yuen Chung Fund. In recognition of his staunch contribution to PolyU, 2 endowed professorships in precision engineering and renewable energy, respectively, were set up. Chairman and President, I have the honor to present to you the appointee, Professor Li Gang, for appointment to this endowed professorship.
Thank you, Professor Lee. 梁顯利長者健康視覺教授席 Henry G. Leung Endowed Professorship in Elderly Vision Health.
My research focused more on the functioning of our human eyes, as these functional problems are largely ignored by mainstream medicine. We need to develop new theories, new products, and new solutions for the problem.
Professor He Mingguang, Chair Professor of Experimental Ophthalmology and Global STEM Scholar, is a global expert in vision-related clinical and epidemiological research. Professor He invented a first-of-its-kind light therapy and home-use device for myopia control, as well as an innovative artificial intelligence technology, which presents the strongest treatment effect of myopia control, with no structural and functional side effects.
This technology and device has been commercialized in China, Australia, and Europe with regulatory approvals as a medical device to control myopia in children.
Recognized for his research excellence and impact, Professor He was named Global Top 100 in the Ophthalmologist Power List 2023. He leverages artificial intelligence and hardware automation to streamline patient interaction and diagnosis and develop innovative self-testing devices for essential clinical procedures, thereby reducing healthcare costs and improving patient access to care.
The Endowed Professorship significantly boosts my research efforts, enabling long-term planning and execution of complex projects, building a stronger and more dynamic research team, and facilitating collaboration worldwide.
梁顯利長者健康視覺教授席由大鴻輝慈善基金捐贈。Henry G. Leung Endowed Professorship in Elderly Vision Health is endowed by the Tai Hong Fai Charitable Foundation. 本校醫療及社會科學院院長岑浩強教授將宣讀捐贈者讚詞。Professor David Shum, Dean of the Faculty of Health and Social Sciences, will deliver the donor citation.
The Tai Hong Fai Charitable Foundation, founded in 2005 by Dr. Edwin Leung Siu Hong, Chairman and founder of Tai Hong Fai Enterprise Company Limited, is dedicated to helping disadvantaged elderly and underprivileged children across Hong Kong. In alignment with Dr. Leung's vision of enhancing individuals' quality of life, the PolyU Henry G. Leung Mobile Integrative Health Center was established to offer free health checks to elderly in need. It provides clinical placement opportunities to students while acting as a platform for research and education. The foundation also generously supported the establishment of Henry G. Leung Endowed Professorship in Elderly Vision Health and Henry G. Leung Endowed Professorship in Biomedical Engineering, aiming to support scientific research in healthcare at PolyU. Additionally, the Foundation supports various community service programs, offers scholarships and education funds, and provides healthcare and money aids to those in desperate need. Chairman and President, I have the honor to present to you the appointee, Professor He Minggang, for appointment to this endowed professorship.
Thank you, 何教授。Thank you, Professor He。劉陳小寶健康延年教授席 Angel S.P. Chan Lau, Endowed Professorship in Health and Longevity.
Patient-reported outcome measures, PROMs in short, are powerful in capturing patients' perceptions of their well-being and health. When collected electronically, EPROMs enable a more timely and effective clinical decision-making. They fill a vital gap in our knowledge about outcomes that matter to patients.
Professor Janelle York, a renowned nurse academic and global STEM professor, dedicated to advancing the use of EPROMs in clinical practice, adopts advanced psychometric methods to develop and validate her PROMs, which are validated in more than 50 languages. One of her EPROMs was a routine implementation at an oncology hospital in the UK, now used by thousands of patients in more than 30 different cancer groups.
EPROMs help bring significant improvements in patient outcomes. In oncology patients, EPROMs have enhanced quality of life, reduced hospital admissions, increased treatment completion rates, and even improved survival.
Professor York also conducts randomized trials of interventions to help patients to better manage chronic distressing and debilitation symptoms. She once tested the effectiveness of a multimodal intervention and is able to prove that it improved breathlessness and cough significantly compared to the control group.
I am extremely honoured to receive the Endowed Professorship. My goal is to enhance symptom experience and quality of life for people living with long-term illnesses.
劉陳小寶健康延年教授席由劉陳小寶女士捐贈。Angel S.P. Chan Lau, Endowed Professorship in Health and Longevity is endowed by Mrs. Angel Lau. 本校副校長學生及環球事務楊立偉教授將宣讀捐贈者讚詞。Professor Ben Young, Vice President, Student and Global Affairs, will deliver the donor's citation. 現在恭請雪基蘭國際集團有限公司主席劉陳小寶女士站立。May now invite Mrs. Angel Lau, Chairman of Screener International Group Limited, to rise.
Mrs. Angel Lau, Chairman of Screener International Group Limited, is a successful entrepreneur. She holds several honorable titles, including University's Fellow of the Hong Kong Polytechnic Universities, Honorary Life Chairman of PolyU Foundations, Honorary Presidents of Hong Kong Federations of Dongguan Associations, Honorary Presidents of all China's Women's Federations Hong Kong Delegates Associations, and Vice Chairmen of Hong Kong CPPCC Provincial Members Associations Foundations. Mrs. Lau is also a philanthropist who has dedicated herself to promoting health, education, and social services. Notably, she was chairman of PolyU and is currently the chairman of the Associations of PolyU Chairmen. Over the years, she has supported various charitable causes and organizations, including kindergartens, neighborhood elderly center, Families and Children's Integrated Services Center, demonstrating her passions in community service. Mrs. Lau has been awarded a Blonde Biennial Star and appointed a Justice of the Peace by the Hong Kong SAR government for her philanthropic efforts and tremendous contributions to society. Chairman and Presidents, I have the honor
to invite Mrs. Angel Lau to receive a certificate of appreciation and present to you the appointment Professor Janelle York for appointment to this endowed professorship.
多謝劉女士，多謝教授。Thank you, Mrs. Lau and Professor York. 信興教育及慈善基金康復科學教授席 Shunting Education and Charity Fund Endowed Professorship in Rehabilitation Sciences.
Stroke is a global leading cause of long-term disability and secondary complications, affecting millions of people. My research focuses on stroke rehabilitation and post-stroke secondary complications, with a goal to bridge the gap between research and practice, ensuring more patients can benefit from our work.
Professor Marco Pang, Chair Professor of Neurorehabilitation, has made significant advancements that help shed light on post-stroke motor recovery, such as balance, gait, cognitive motor functions, and falls.
Apart from the higher fall rate, bone changes may also contribute to the exaggerated rate of bone fractures post-stroke. Using a high-resolution peripheral quantitative computed tomography, our study discovers substantial bone loss and alterations of bone macro and microstructure on the affected side of the body after a stroke.
The research team, led by Professor Pang, also developed intervention protocols that show promising results in improving functional recovery post-stroke. They formulated intervention protocols like cognitive motor exercise program for preventing falls and improving dual-task walking function. This program is already implemented in a number of rehabilitation organizations in Hong Kong, benefiting numerous stroke patients.
We envision innovative and effective methods to improve a patient's functional recovery, enhance quality of life, and prevent secondary complications after stroke. I'm grateful for the endowment, which provides extra resources for large clinical trials and further exploration of new mechanisms in different interventions.
"信興教育及慈善基金康復科學教授席由信興教育及慈善基金捐贈。Shunting Education and Charity Fund Endowed Professorship in Rehabilitation Sciences is endowed by the Shunting Education and Charity Fund. 岑浩強教授將宣讀捐贈者讚詞。Professor David Shum will deliver the donor citation. 現在恭請信興教育及慈善基金委員會委員莊家文女士站立。May I now invite Ms. Vinita Chong, Council Member of the Shunting Education and Charity Fund, to rise.
Shunting Education and Charity Fund, SHECF, was founded by the late philanthropist Dr. William Mong in 1984. In the spirit of giving back to society, SHECF has contributed 1.7 billion Hong Kong dollars in supporting various kinds of charities that benefit education, medical services, sports, arts and culture, scientific research, and community services. SHECF's primary objective is to promote education and benefit society through teaching and research. Ever since its inception, the fund has set up scholarships at local higher education institutions and funded local and overseas universities for upgrading their campus facilities. SHECF is committed to backing academic development and the advancement of scientific research by setting up endowment funds and chair professorships at tertiary institutions to drive teaching and research excellence. With a history of more than 70 years, Shunting Group is dedicated to do its utmost to sponsor projects that will help making the community a better place. Chairman and President, I have the honor to invite Ms. Vinita Chong on behalf of the Shunting Education and Charity Fund to receive a certificate of appreciation and present to you the appointee, Professor Marco Pang, for appointment to this endowed professorship.
多謝莊女士，多謝彭教授。Thank you, Ms. Zhang and Professor Pang。潘樂圖慈善基金智慧及可持續發展能源教授席 Otto Poon Charitable Foundation Endowed Professorship in Smart and Sustainable Energy。
Energy is the most critical issue facing humanity today. With a depleting source of fossil fuel, engineering heat transfer media with super thermal performance is thus vital for addressing global concern. Our long-term goal is to research and develop thermal superconductors and superinsulators to meet the terawatt challenge.
Professor Wang Li Cho, Chair Professor of Thermofluid and Energy Engineering, is revolutionizing the field to address the energy challenges of the 21st century. He developed an innovative thermal control system for the alpha magnetic spectrometer on the International Space Station, ensuring optimal performance in extreme temperature variations.
Our thermal control system allows flawless operation in temperature variations from -40 to 60 every 90 minutes. It showcases our expertise in thermal management and interdisciplinary collaboration.
Professor Wang also made breakthroughs in soft and smart manufacturing, utilizing his research results on thermofluid technology to address the grand challenge of precision, reliable, and inexpensive fabrication of micro and nanostructures on an industrial scale.
We patent liquid repellent technology that enables affordable and commercial scale production of durable homophobic surfaces and the world's first super anti-pathogen coatings that would help realize the dream of no more laundry, kitchen cleaning, and pathogen worry-free. Thanks to the generous Endowed Professorship, it will greatly expedite our journey in discovering effective tools and solutions in various fields, leading to improved comfort, safety, and convenience in everyday life.
潘樂圖慈善基金智慧及可持續發展能源教授席由潘樂圖慈善基金捐贈。Otto Poon Charitable Foundation Endowed Professorship in Smart and Sustainable Energy is endowed by the Otto Poon Charitable Foundation。 文孝忠教授工程師將宣讀捐贈者讚詞。Engineer Professor H.C. Mann will deliver the donor citation。 現在恭請潘樂圖慈善基金創辦人潘樂圖博士工程師站立。May I now invite Engineer Dr. Otto Poon, founder of the Otto Poon Charitable Foundation, to rise.
Otto Poon Charitable Foundation was founded by Engineer Dr. Otto Poon, the founder and director of Attao Engineering Group. Attao Engineering Group is one of the largest Hong Kong-based electrical and mechanical engineering service providers, covering environmental, lift and escalator, and ICT solutions. The group prides itself on innovation and technology with R&D arms in conjunction with universities in Hong Kong and the mainland to develop new technologies. Not resting on its laurels, Attao strives to offer the latest technologies, excellent products, reliable and quality services to maintain and advance its leadership position. Engineer Dr. Otto Poon was elected an outstanding PolyU alumni in 1999 and conferred University Fellowship in 2006 for its distinguished professional achievements and important contributions to society. He is also an ardent supporter of his alma mater over the years. By establishing the Endowed Professorship, Attao hopes to foster closer cooperation and ties with PolyU in developing cutting-edge technologies to give back to society and to benefit people at large. Chairman and President, I have the honor to invite Engineer Dr. Poon to receive a certificate of appreciation and present to you the appointee, Professor Wang Li Cho, for appointment of this endowed professorship.
多謝潘博士工程師，多謝黃教授。Thank you, Engineer Dr. Poon and Professor Wang. 郭氏集團老齡化及神經影像學青年學者席 Quad Group Endowed Young Scholar in Aging and Neuroimaging.
My research focuses on neurocorrelates of mobility and cognitive impairments in older adults and explore the potential neuromodulatory effect of different intervention strategies. By implementing neuropsychological batteries, MRI, and randomized control trials, my works have revealed that physical exercise can lead to more efficient brain function among older adults. We also collaborated with industry partners to design innovative devices that improve balance and mobility in patients with neuropathy. Our work showed that a novel neuroprosthetic device can modulate brain network linked to patients' improved balance and mobility. Currently, I am investigating the neurocorrelates of reserve and resilience against aging or disease-related pathology. To date, we're among the first researchers to computationally map brain networks of physical reserve capacity, which helps older adults to maintain postural control in face of significant white matter damages. I'm very honored to be appointed as the Endowed Young Scholar. With gratitude, I will continue to generate knowledge that can be translated into clinical settings to improve resilience, cognitive function, mobility, brain health, and quality of life in older adults.
郭氏集團老齡化及神經影像學青年學者席由郭氏集團捐贈。Quad Group Endowed Young Scholar in Aging and Neuroimaging is endowed by the Quad Group. 岑浩強教授將提請勵學青年學者席任命。Professor David Shum will now present the appointee for the Endowed Young Scholar position.
Chairman and President, I have the honor to invite Mr. Stephen Ho on behalf of the core group to receive a certificate of appreciation and present to you the appointee, Dr. Xu Junliang, for appointment to this Endowed Young Scholar position.
Thank you,何先生，多謝許博士。Thank you, Mr. Ho and Dr. Xu. 利民生物材料與組織工程青年學者席 Li Min Endowed Young Scholar in Biomaterials and Tissue Engineering.
My vision is to address clinical issues by integrating multidisciplinary approaches. Each year, millions of people undergo bone graft procedures to repair bone defects. My innovative research to create biomimetic microenvironment using these bone repair materials will help these patients recover faster and with less pain. The photo-cross-linkable nanocomposite bone graft my team developed mirrors the structure of natural bone, also solving the problem of current bone graft materials. Our materials can be directly injected into the fracture as liquid during the surgery to fill the defect. It solidifies under light of just 140 seconds, and the injured area can bear weight immediately after surgery. It also expedites healing through a long-term drug release that activates cell signaling pathways for bone regeneration. Fabricated environmentally friendly with a low material cost, the innovative material is an affordable and effective alternative for orthopedic surgeries. Thanks to the endowment, my team will be able to explore broadly and freely highly innovative research topics and translational projects that benefit the world.
利民生物材料與組織工程青年學者席由理大科技及顧問有限公司捐贈。Li Min, Endowed Young Scholar in Biomaterials and Tissue Engineering, is endowed by PolyU Technology and Consultancy Company Limited. 黃維揚教授將提請勵學青年學者席任命。Professor Raymond Wong will now present the appointee for the Endowed Young Scholar position.
Chairman and President, I have the honor to present to you the appointee, Professor Zhao Xin, for appointment to this Endowed Young Scholar position.
Thank you, Professor Zhao. 國事集團兒童及少年健康青年學者席 Quote Group Endowed Young Scholar in Child and Adolescent Health.
My research focuses on improving the lives of pediatric cancer patients and survivors through innovative non-pharmaceutical approaches and holistic care. Targeting at the mental health and psychological needs of cancer children, we develop card games and digital storytelling to help patients express themselves better. The emotional approach called narrative-based therapy improves their quality of life throughout their prolonged battle with the disease. Our work is not only doing a clinical trial, but extend its impact on their personal life and bring happiness to patients and their families again. Separately, I study addictive behavior in children and adolescents, especially on smoking, drinking, and drug use. We offer telephone smoking cessation counseling for youth smokers aged 25 or below, helping youngsters quit smoking and adopt a smoke-free lifestyle. My ultimate goal is to promote the overall well-being of children and adolescents. Successful cessation programs lead to a healthier population and reduce the burden on the healthcare system. I'm thrilled to receive this endowment. With this support, we will continue to make a profound impact by empowering young individuals to overcome challenges and fears.
國事集團兒童及少年健康青年學者席由國事集團捐贈。Quote Group Endowed Young Scholar in Child and Adolescent Health is endowed by the Quote Group. 岑浩強教授將提請勵學青年學者席任命。Professor David Shum will now present the appointee for the Endowed Young Scholar position.
Chairman and President, I have the honor to invite Mr. Stephen Ho on behalf of the Cork Group to receive a certificate of appreciation and present to you the appointee, Dr. Eva Ho, for appointment to this Endowed Young Scholar position.
Thank you, Mr. Ho and Dr. Ho. 利文顏色與影像科學青年學者席 Li Min Endowed Young Scholar in Color and Imaging Science.
I want a better visual experience for every user of digital devices. Most humans can see around 1 million different colors, but the best monitors can only display slightly over half of them. My research enables better understanding of human vision and thus ways to capture and reproduce colors on digital devices as faithfully as possible, which is especially important with the emergence of metaverse. For a realistic, immersive experience, every virtual detail should be as close to real life as possible, and the colors play a pivotal role. It's like giving content creators a new palette to work with, opening up endless possibilities for creative freedom and experiences that no one ever had before. I'm honored to be an Endowed Young Scholar. The endowment provides sustainable support for me to strive for research excellence in color and imaging science, resulting in impactful discoveries and collaborations with industry leaders.
利文顏色影像科學青年學者席由理大科技及顧問有限公司捐贈。Li Min Endowed Young Scholar in Color and Imaging Science is endowed by PolyU Technology and Consultancy Company Limited. 本校建設及環境學院院長李向東教授將提請勵學青年學者席任命。Professor Li Qiangdong, Dean of the Faculty of Construction and Environment, will now present the appointee for the Endowed Young Scholar position.
Chairman and President, I have the honor to present to you the appointees, Professor Tommy Wei, for the appointment in this Endowed Young Scholar position.
Thank you, Professor Wei. 黃鐵成智能機器人青年學者席 Wang Tixing Endowed Young Scholar in Smart Robotics.
By harnessing cognitive AI and augmented reality, we can reshape the manufacturing industry. My research centers on human-machine symbiotic intelligent manufacturing, where humans and robots collaborate seamlessly. Unlike traditional automation, we use holistic scene understanding for robot planning, allowing robots to analyze their surroundings and make real-time decisions for optimum productivity. By combining the accuracy and reliability of robots with the adaptability and flexibility of humans, our mutual cognitive human-robot collaborative manufacturing system can benefit all types of industrial businesses. Facilitating digitalization and servitization, our research paves the way for a new era of smart manufacturing with optimized productivity. Thanks to the generous donor, the endowment empowers me to continue pushing boundaries of research and making impactful contributions to both local and global industries and academic communities.
黃鐵成智能機器人青年學者席由黃鐵成博士工程師捐贈。Wang Tixing Endowed Young Scholar in Smart Robotics is endowed by Engineer Dr. Wang Tixing. 文孝忠教授工程師將宣讀捐贈者讚詞。Engineer Professor H.C. Mann will deliver the donor's citation. 現在恭請振泰有限公司主席及創辦人黃鐵成博士工程師站立。May now invite Engineer Dr. Wang Tixing, Chairman and Founder of the Jetta Company Limited, to rise.
Engineer Dr. Wang Tixing is the chairman and founder of Jetta Company Limited. Under Engineer Dr. Wang's leadership, Jetta has become one of the world's largest and most reputable OEM manufacturers. Dedicated to the development of toy industry, Engineer Dr. Wang was the president of the International Council of Toy Industries from 2004 to 2007. He is currently honorary president of the Toys Manufacturers Association of Hong Kong and the Hong Kong Toys Council. Engineer Dr. Wang is also strongly committed to philanthropic work. In 1998, he founded the Jetta Charitable Foundation, which has funded the construction of about 60 schools and has supported various educational foundations in mainland China. For his valuable contributions, Engineer Dr. Wang was granted Outstanding Award of the Hong Kong Toy Industry 2001 and the Industrialist of the Year Award 2011. He was also named Honorary Citizen of Guangzhou in 1993 and was presented with the Outstanding PolyU Alumni Award in 2009. Chairman and President, I have the honor to invite Engineer Dr. Wang Tixing to receive a certificate of appreciation and present to you the appointee, Engineer Dr. Zheng Bai, for appointment to this Endowed Young Scholar position.
Thank you, Engineer Dr. Wang and Engineer Dr. Zheng. 富麗慈善基金社會服務青年學者席 Third Oaks Foundation Endowed Young Scholar in Social Services.
No one should be left behind in healthy aging policies and practice. I'm dedicated to creating a healthy and inclusive society that supports all, including the stigmatized and underprivileged elderly. Through my research, I've realized that despite their health and financial challenges, the hidden talents and potential of the marginalized elderly are an invaluable asset to society. Unfortunately, current social services primarily focus on their physical and financial needs. Their intangible needs and concerns are often neglected. Everyone is special in their own way. It is crucial to reach out to the elderly individually, understand their needs, and co-design tailored programs. Empowering them as service providers enables them to contribute and fulfill their own aspirations. To create a direct impact on society, my research projects always collaborate with local NGOs to bridge the gap between research and practice. Thanks to the generous donor, the endowment supports me and my research team to explore new areas and initiate projects efficiently, realizing my vision for a healthy and inclusive society.
富麗慈善基金社會服務青年學者席由富麗慈善基金捐贈。Thirdox Foundation Endowed Young Scholar in Social Services is endowed by Thirdox Foundation. 岑浩強教授將宣讀捐贈者讚詞。Professor David Shum will deliver the donor's citation. 現在恭請富麗慈善基金主席杜軒榮律師站立。May now invite Mr. Charles To, Chairman of Thirdox Foundation, to rise.
Thirdox Foundation is a Christian faith-based private family foundation in Hong Kong. The grant-making organization aims to give back to society by endorsing and empowering non-governmental organizations. The foundation supports a wide range of NGOs of different scales and scopes. It recognizes NGOs that are genuinely engaged in serving the community and endorses their efforts in the form of grants. Further financial support may be offered to them for scaling up their meaningful endeavors. The foundation has established Thirdox Foundation Young Scholar in social services to support talented PolyU young scholars who are devoted to serving the community, particularly in the context of social services. Chairman and President, I have the honor to invite Mr. Charles To on behalf of Thirdox Foundation to receive a certificate of appreciation and present to you the appointee, Dr. Crystal Kwan, for appointment to this Endowed Young Scholar position.
多謝杜律師，多謝關博士。Thank you, Mr. To and Dr. Kwan. 第5屆勵學教授席就職典禮暨第2屆勵學青年學者席就職典禮完畢。請起立。The 5th Inauguration of Endowed Professorships cum the 2nd Inauguration of Endowed Young Scholars is now concluded. Please stand.
I declare this ceremony closed.
請各位來賓保持站立，直至典禮行列全部離開會場。Please remain standing until the procession has left the auditorium.